India has become the fourth largest economy in the world, overtaking Japan, Niti Aayog has reported, citing IMF data. That's no small feat. In just 11 years, India has overtaken 6 spots, climbing from 10th place in 2014 to 4th in 2025. And the journey doesn't stop here. India is projected to become the third largest economy by 2028, surpassing Germany. What's powering this rise after all? India's nominal GDP has more than doubled since 2014, reaching $4.18 trillion in 2025, a 105% increase. Despite global uncertainties, trade wars, and geopolitical tensions, India remains the fastest growing major economy with a GDP growth rate of 6.2% in 2025. This ascent is built on the back of structural reforms and policy continuity. Major initiatives include GST, insolvency and bankruptcy code, production-linked incentive schemes, and massive infrastructure investments in roads, railways, energy, and defense. In April 2025 alone, GST collections hit a record high of 2.37 trillion rupees, reflecting the growing formal economy. India is also capitalizing on its demographic dividend and digital infrastructure. From UPI to Aadhaar, digitization has brought efficiency and inclusion across sectors. India's equity markets are providing corporates access to capital. This is complemented by active participation from banks and private investors, further fueling economic growth. While India's overall GDP has surged, per capita GDP tells a different story. With over 1.4 billion people, India does not rank in the top 100 globally for GDP per capita, even under purchasing power parity. Nearly 90% of the workforce is informal, and female labor participation is just 26%, far below the global average of 47%. Still, there's progress. Per capita income has nearly doubled over the past decade, and fertility rates are slowing, hinting at future demographic balance. However, regional disparities and uneven development remain challenges. To become a $5 trillion economy by 2027 and the third largest by 2028, India needs more than just momentum. It requires deep, continuous reforms in areas such as trade, exports, infrastructure, investment, and employment.